Fucked up. Oh no. Oh no.
Strong like Mr. Clean. I'm the king, I have a dream. Money flipping trampoline. Money flipping balancing. Fresher than the prince, the king, and the queen. That's your bitch in my belly ring. And I kiss her belly ring. Put that dick up in her spleen. I sound like Afro Sheen and I eat pussy. She suck dick at the same damn time. That's a 69. Then pass it to my slime. I'm skating and rapping at the same damn time. I said I might retire, but y'all know I be high. I did that time. I paid that fine. Fuck around and go to jail for the same damn crime. For the same damn crime. Nah, murder this time. Potato on the end of the barrel. French fries. I'm rich, bitch. Truck fitting Macy's. And you pussy niggas hating like a racist. Totally, dude, I'm white boy wasted. She can't wait to take her drawers off like braces. Yeah, Scooby got another one. Smoking on that bubble gum. Two Dutch bitches, double Dutch. I'm the shit, bubble clutch. Nigga, get your duffels up. Don't know if it's love or lust. Tell that hoe to suck it up. She got lips like rubber ducks. That pussy whack, I'm one and done. Troublesome, I'm troublesome. Got two bitches off Twitter. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Single ladies, double cups. I'm tighter than the cummerbund. Smoking on that strong. My blunt a fucking muscle pump. And I'm gone. Yeah. Dedication for ho.
Hold on. Sorry for all the bullshit and all the noise. Okay. So, welcome. I know it's going to only be a few of you guys, but this is going to be a video that will be saved and edited and then posted to our Okay. So, I worked very hard on this stupid thing, and it took a lot more time than I thought it would. Alright. So, if you want to comment, ask me to do anything, show you anything, go ahead and comment and ask in Discord, as I have not set up the chat room in OBS yet. So, I have my phone here, so I'll be checking Discord on the side, so don't worry. Anyways, so this is our Chevy indicator. Chevy, I like it because, first of all, it rhymes with my name, Satoshi Heavy. And second of all, who doesn't like a nice, good old American Chevy? I'm just saying. I'm just playing. But yeah, I like it. Rolls off your tongue. Pretty good. So, with this bad boy, you could do a lot of things. The main thing about it, though, is the Chevy indicator itself, which is this line that continuously. Alright, I got you, Vicarious. I'll add you. Don't worry. I'll add you as soon as we're done with this. But anyways, the Chevy indicator is this actual line. It is a line derived by the actual true range of the price action, and it's a formula that they offer, and yeah. So anyways, what it does is it calculates the average range over a period of whatever bars that is then taken to a power that is taken to a that gives you this line. Kind of similar to MA in the sense that it'll cross over and that's bullish, and it's, when it crosses down, it's bearish. And anybody who just sees swing trade, you might have to log out of what do you call it? Trading View, and it might change its name. If not, hit the swing trade and then just add it to your chart. And then what happened to Sean is it was just called swing trade until he added it to his chart, and then that's when it changed to Chevy. So if I've added quite a few people, so if I've added everybody who've posted their names above the last post in Discord in that last group chat, whatever you want to call it. So if you think you're still one of those people, just try first logging out, logging back in. If you haven't done that already, then I probably just have to add you again. Log back in, log back out. Unfavorite the indicator itself. So like unfavorite it, or like click it out, or whatever you call it. So, anyways, it seems pretty cool. So basically, when price crosses over on the downside, it's just not even a close. It's just a crossover for the Chevy indicator. As soon as it crosses over, it changes color. As soon as it crosses over. Now the bars and the candles are a different story. They change color on close. That's why they're always after their ladder signal. Always. So, rule number 1. Oops, sorry, I'm just adjusting myself. Rule number 1. Okay, before we go over rules, let me just go over how we get some things and how we could change some things and have some fun with our indicator. Alright, so basically how I have it set up is pretty damn good, especially for Ethereum. The settings right now, it works pretty damn flawlessly for Ethereum, so I don't recommend changing the settings for Ethereum. Now for Bitcoin, I might suggest a 2002. So 2000 as one variable, then 2 as another variable, as our ATR setting, which is this Chevy setting. So I'm glad you got it back. You got it, Joe. I'm glad you got it. So, anyways, if you go and click any one of this part of this Chevy indicator. Now you understand this is the actual Chevy indicator, but if you click any part of this Chevy, I should actually call it the Chevy strategy or Chevy indicators Chevy crossover strategy, something like that. Well, anyways, if you click on any one of it, you'll see it highlights and all of every single part of this indicator. So if you double click it, it brings up a whole bunch of settings. First of all, it's a style setting, so like the colors. Bar setting 1, I should change the name Pine Script so you understand which bar setting it is. So bar color 1, these 3 bar colors, are the bar colors for RSI candles. I don't recommend changing those either. Unless you want to like have some funky colors or something like that, or if like you have a black background and dark red doesn't work for you, then you could like go like yellow or something like that, purple or whatever. Basically is overbought, oversold, very overbought, very oversold. Now, for these are the Chevy indicator bar crossover strategy signal colors. So, blue means that there's not enough data there to collect, and it needs time to collect the data in order to give you a signal. Why that sucks. Can't grab it anymore. So yeah, that's for when there's not enough data. Same thing with this one, not enough data to show. And then for the indicator itself, I highly recommend going here and adjusting the colors to making them fully dark or fully filled in. For some reason, I can't get this to change. I don't know why. I can't get it to get them like this, standard. So, and I also recommend thickening it up so you can see the signal a little bit better. You don't have to do this so dark, but for the buy signals I do. For the dark ones, not as bad. And then we have our EMAs 21, 55, 100, and 200 to give us added support and resistance points on future price action, and so we can get like our bullish 200 or bearish 200 crossover with the 100, aka the death cross, or the 21 over the 55 EMA, which is a pretty good cross too, or the 21 over the 100, or the 55 over 200. And then we also have our Ichimoku Cloud lagging span. If any of you Ichimoku Cloud fanatics like the lagging span, I have that as well. Essentially is this, we treat this 21 SMA as your tangent line. You would treat your 55 as your baseline, and then or conversion line, or baseline, and then we have our lead one conversion line, and then lead two being our backspan. So we have everything you need for Ichimoku Cloud when it comes to all the signals. The reason why I didn't include Ichimoku like tangent lines and Teiken lines is because I don't like how messy they are in terms of. You see how the lagging span is very choppy. I don't like the way it looks on my eyes personally, so I chose the EMAs instead. Plus we got the 200 to play with in there, so it's just all around better. And then you can also change them from lines, dots, dashes, thickness, whatever, colors, whatever you want to do. And then this plot's black background is the cloud itself. So you don't even have to have the leading span 2 and 1 unless you are an Ichimoku Cloud player and want to play with those crossover strategies. If not, then you could just have the cloud out there for added resistance support areas. Leave scales how they are, everything's fine. So let's not look at that. And then finally for the inputs. I don't recommend changing the RSI candles, which are these inputs are here. RSI length 14, 60, 50, 85. You can change them depending on how you want to trade. I put them in this sequence. So, like for instance, see how right here the Chevy indicator give you a buy. You would have broke even, or depending on where you entered on this candle, broke even on a small loss here. So I just made it so it eliminates or shows risky entries or non-risky entries. It just gives you added support, you know. So I'll go over that later. So then this is your Ichimoku Cloud settings, the conversion line, baseline, lifespan, displacement. And then what's cool is, see this 55 EMA? Watch this. It's pretty cool. I need to learn how to do it for the rest of these now. But bang. You can make an exponential or a smooth. So that's your exponential and that's your smooth. Whatever you want. So it's pretty cool. It gives you added direction, I guess, or added support and resistance points, but it's pretty cool to mess around with. I need to make it so you could change all of them, but it's a lot of work. Honestly, kind of did it on accident. So, for me to do it again, it's going to be a little trick. So, we'll see. Okay, for me, how I run it is I don't have the lagging span. Or lead 1 or lead 2. I just have my white Chevy signal all the way up so I can tell where it's at. My red one in the middle. And then the rest of the things kept the same. And you don't even honestly need the cloud. It's just for added support and resistance points. The EMAs do a pretty damn good job. But some people like the cloud as well as EMAs. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the cloud. Clear up my chart. Okay. Good old price action and EMAs. So, how do you use this son of a gun with all these colors and all these doohickeys and all this stuff? Let me show you. Can we get some ghost price action going on here? Let's see here. A ghost feed. Well, anyways, I can't get a ghost feed on. So, I guess it'll help if I have a rubric. I need one with all the colors involved, though. A section with all the colors involved. So I think I'll get somewhere. Nope, nope, nope. I thought we would get it right there, but I guess we didn't. Still no. Dang. Okay, that's good enough, though. So, let's get a box going. Okay. So I'll try to keep it simple. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking, but I'm just trying to get this all going. Get it all pretty. Almost done. Hold on. Get where I'm going with this now? Why not? I'll explain it. I'm just getting a rubric going. Sorry, I should have all this ready. Or I should have done this later. After I was done talking to you guys. Anyways. Here we are. So. What we have here. This is our okay. This is for Chevy. This is for candle. Chevy candle. This means white Chevy plus white candle. Get where we're going? Okay. Okay, this will be our official key for our strategy. I'll go ahead and take a picture of this for it. I think it covers everything. Okay, so now that I got that done, I'll add it to so yeah, you never want to enter in the middle of the signal because then you might get trapped in a position. So like say if I opened up trading view like right there on a long, I wouldn't enter a long. What I'll do, I'll wait for the short signal. So I'll just wait it out, wait it out, wait it out until I get that red. Then I'll enter a short right as soon as I get this red. And some may want to wait for the close, but in all honesty, the signal's working pretty well, and I'll just wait for the red. or the white. Or like I said, you could wait for it to close, whatever. But as soon as you get the signal, it's good enough for me. And like I said, a signal with a red is still high risk. You want signal with a white for lower risk. Signal with green is extremely low risk. Signal with lime green means you've entered on a FOMO buy for sure. Lime green is plus 90 RSI, so it's extremely overbought. So yeah, so if I open up the trade view right here and I saw this, I wouldn't enter any trades, as I've already missed the opportunity to enter the good position down here. So this would be a dumb position to enter. I would just wait it out until I got the sell signal. And as soon as I got the sell signal, I'd enter a short, and then I'd place my stop appropriately at previous swing high. And then I'll just ride it out, see how it goes. Whenever you get a red, a really bright red, that means it's extremely oversold, and you may consider taking profit, scaling out, or flipping your position. And you see how we got a small signal here as it crossed over, and you would have gained something if you would have knew when to exit right here. But price moved so fast that you would have exited on a break even to a small loss. And that's the reason why I added RSI candles, because it keeps you out of this trap. See how it stayed red? Because RSI candles saved you right there. And so you would have just rolled that out, and you still would have ridden this out, because RSI candles is not really giving you anything. And that what it is. Whew, dang. If you would have took that trade, I wish we had this indicator when I called this short a long time ago. Would have ate that up. Instead of we ate up this, but then we entered here too. So and we exited a little sooner too as well, if I don't mistake. So the indicator definitely captured more than I would have. So yeah, when you get, like I said, see how we got a bright red here, and it would have been a good idea here because you got a bright red here. If you get a bright red on a low time frame, it's not as significant. Same thing if you get a bright red on a bright green on a low time frame, it's not as significant as if it's on a high time frame. But that's obvious, as oversold conditions on a low time frame are completely different than oversold conditions on a high time frame in terms of value and weight. Whoa, what's going on here? So yeah, so on that particular instance, when we drop Cataclysm to the end of the world, which was about like right over here. So we would have exited here or here. You'd roll that out up until the white signal, then you would have either exited or flipped your position, which you could have in any of this zone. Let's say if you flipped your position, you got it right in the middle. So that would get you a 14% there. You flipped your position right in the middle. And you say you didn't do very good on watching, and you just played the indicator. You didn't watch the chart. You're just using the indicator itself. So you got a 1.5 gain there. This one would have lost you a point, but sticking, if you would have read typical RSI, I don't have it up. This is why it's still important to have like RSI for added support, because you see how we got a lower high but we got higher highs here. So this is what it formed on this particular pattern was an ABCDE triangle wave. And that is proven by RSI. A, B, C, D, E. Let's see here. Let's see if it made the golden rule. The golden rule is it must form a triangle to web shape from the point of beginning, and it does. The general trend line was this. So that fits criteria for an A, B, C, D, E. So this secondary count is definitely not right then, if that's the case. So my primary count is definitely the right one so yeah, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got a super extended wave 5. This was 3, this was 4, and then this wave 5 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was wave 5 of 3, and this is wave 4. I'd be extremely surprised if we break back over here. Then my initial wave 4 top zone exit to wave 5 will be wrong, because then this will mean that we've created a different pattern. No, actually, it's what am I looking for to invalidate? I'm trying to figure out the invalidation line for this count, because this is a ABC. It's what I've noticed a lot recently is a lot of two-wave, first wave patterns. So we we can't get like a clean 5 out of it. See, it's like a two-wave. You could consider it like maybe a truncated, but I'll consider it a two-wave. This being an ABC, ABC, and this would be a 5-wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A, B, C, and then this being A, B, or possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4 leading diagonal because they're crossing into their zones. I'm highly adhering to this crossing into zone rule, because at first I was counting this as a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and I was gonna allow these wicks to be passed, but you see, because I did that, I didn't listen to Elliott wave rule, and this broke up still. This was the one trade I traded against the Chevy trade engine, and yeah, obviously I lost. the one trade I went against it. I was like, there's no way it can be bullish. There's obviously bearish divergence forming right here. The major bearish, like it was at this point, it was like super bearish divergence that formed. It was from here to here, and then this got a little higher high right there. But what actually formed was a 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4. I think, kind of. You almost get a double bottom, but not quite. You could consider it a double bottom, maybe. So maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, an ugly leading 5. Or what it could be, actually, since this was an ABC, this could be an X wave, which would make total sense. Total sense to why it's forming like this. So we might get a totally different swing pattern. So let's see here. So if this is a WXY, it could be a WXYXZ and bring us all the way down to our very initial targets, but so let's say that's the top. And a typical A on WXY, so WXY, goes to a 1.236 fib extension. 1 to 1. And then the most extreme is a 1.618. Anything beyond a 1.618 would mean it's an impulsive 5-wave move. So like I said, we have seen a lot of 2-wave impulsive moves recently. So, especially in this, but this is all corrective, so I don't know if I really want to trust that. But even in these, in this first wave, like coming down, you didn't get a clean 2. I mean 5-wave. You got a 1, 2, then you got another 1, 2, and then that immediately started wave 3. It was a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was all wave 3 of this smaller degree right here. So what could be happening is this. Another 1, 2, 1, 2 setup, but in the downward motion. I don't know if you've seen those 1, 2, 1, 2 bullish continuation patterns, but they're common for extended third waves. So let me explain to you what I mean by that. So let me just draw Elliott wave quick. So here's the Elliott wave. I'm going to show the wave. So what I'm seeing a lot of is this. So say this is an impulse structure, but this is going downwards, obviously. I see this. So you get like a really ugly looking first wave, like super ugly like this. Really compressed, flat, and it eats up like at least 80% of the range. Like 60 to 80% literally all the time. And they're not pretty. What it looks like all the time is like this. So the first wave comes in like almost like an ABC, because the first wave never is a 3-wave. I'm telling you, these first waves aren't 3 waves. So what I'm seeing is like on the larger scale, like an ABC with the C wave having a 5-wave structure always, and it creates barriers divergence at the top. But in terms of time and duration, the 3 to 4 wave is never the same as this A to B wave. So I always count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as ABC. And then what I see is obviously an ABC zigzag. It's usually a hard zigzag. But this is what happens when I say it's with the 1, 2, 1, 2. So you get 1, 2, but then you get another 1. You get another 1, 2, and this 1, 2 in this degree recently has been creating bearish divergence on the RSI, but in price action it has not. Because then what would happen is you go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then this 3 wave comes out of nowhere, and then it's like that, and then like that. So you get 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you start your your actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then enter your 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. That's really strange, Takari. Look, I'll show you. Are you watching YouTube right now? I'll show you me adding you right now. So what I think could be happening right here is this. That very same structure I'm just showing you guys, but on a larger scale to finish us off. So I've been seeing them everywhere on a smaller scale. So what this could still be is this could still be 1. This could still be 2. 3 will eat up 1.618 or more. Hopefully more. That will give us clear direction. We'll come, retest the bottom of here, and then finish out down there. What the hell? So yeah, hopefully go like beyond 6.8, maybe like a 2.0. 4 will probably really try to shoot up and eat up again. Just like that fractal did, like really eat it up. Well, this one's forming like a zigzag, so if it's not, it'll probably form like a flat like that. And then 5 will really take us down to our final target. So yeah, let me show you the card. Let me show you me adding you real quick. And if you guys wondering, like, what do I use for? I only use basically RSI. Every now and then I'll throw in the MACD to kind of give me, if I'm seeing like mixed direction, I'll throw in the MACD, see how much momentum we have. Or stochastics. Either one, they both are very good at momentum, in my opinion. So let's look at the 4 hour. What's the 4 hour look like for us? Bearish divergence formed hardcore in the 4 hour. See that? Not hardcore, but slightly. 2 hours is a lot more drastic. The 1 hour is even worse. So, what will be our rule of invalidation with this count? Easy. Not easy. We want something that's going to be a quick invalidation, nothing crazy. So if this is 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this could still, yeah. Because technically, if this is all wave 1, wave 2 could retrace all the way up here, and this still could be wave 1. As long as it doesn't retrace 100% of wave 1. But I don't want that as our rule to be invalidated whatsoever. So as trading, wave 2s are usually risky. Because you don't know if it's actually a wave 2 or an impulsive wave the other way. Right now it could be iffy, for sure. Especially since this is a three-wave swing pattern. It could really get us for a doozy here. If not careful. What I mean by that is this could be just a simple ABC. But in terms of time frame, this would make no sense. Absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. Because then this will make a gigantic WXY flat. Whatever you want to call it. And in terms of time frame, let me show you. Let me show you how. Okay, this is all wave 4 right here. So in my opinion, this was a truncated fifth. High key. I think this is a truncated fifth. Because we got 1, 2, and then what was that 3 and our 4? It was nowhere to be found. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. It was just so. Yeah. Really felt a truncated fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, some sort of ugly truncated fifth. So I'm counting this as A, B, C. So let me show you how. Let's count it from this side first. See if that was actually the bottom, whatever. I don't believe so. I think it was a truncated fifth. So that's 3 days, 23 hours. This is 3 days and 9 hours. So 4 days, 3 hours, and whatever minutes. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's 1, 2, 1, 2. See what I mean by that? So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That was all a complete wave. And then I went 1, 2 again. But that didn't complete this 3. It didn't complete this one's 3. This one's 3 didn't complete till way down here. Like that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? How extended that wave was? Nasty wave 3. And this wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. And then this is 5 by itself. Elliott waves fun. That's why I like Elliott waves. It's like, what the? As you're getting in, you're like, no way. No way. And then in here, it went like this, look. Then right here I went like this. So in this, just this little wave 3, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets of 5s in just one wave 3. So this wave 3 had 4 overlappings of wave 3s in here. That's hilarious. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. That's how you play them, guys. You go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. That's very confusing. I know. It's very confusing. That's why I say you gotta really try not to get lost in the sauce, because that's some saucy ass stuff right there. Saucy stuff. Takes a real good Elliott wave analysis to keep up with that in real time. We played this. I remember I did, and I know for a damn fact. I was playing all this shit. But I don't think I counted it like this. I might have. As I always do the 1.618 fib extension rule. And I think it always saves my ass. Yep, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if, you guys? What if this wave 2 was actually this part of this wave 3 and 4? And this wasn't actually an extension. Let me see here. This lasted about the same time, right? Roughly. So, I mean, that could be true as well, you guys. Looking at it, this could be 1, 2, and then all that's 3, 4, and then all this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only thing that makes me still lean towards the overall that's not major 4 is this. On a major leg like that, we need to get well, they don't need to, but it would make sense that would come down to make a wave 4, a wave 5 bullish divergence on a daily, or in a 12-hour, 6-hour, whatever it may be. It just makes more sense to do one of these numbers. Like that. Okay. Anyways. I don't know how I got off on a tangent like that, and I'm so sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. I think that's all I have to say, though. All I have to cover. If anyone has any questions, shoot them now, because I don't have anything else to show for our indicator. I think I covered it all. Again, if you need to change settings and just double click, all the settings are here. All you really need is a Chevy indicator and some RSI candles. I mean, some MA candles for some success, and some RSI. MACD's okay, I guess, but I don't really like the RSI. Right now we got a sell signal on the Chevy on the 15-minute, but it looks like we might create bullish divergence as well. See how bright green those candles got? But it was still actually give you this 5-minute gave you a good sell signal, pretty much at the near top. Damn, good job, good job, good job. And then you would have bought back in and sold into this kind of 8-1. So it's A, B, C. It's not looking very good for Ethereum whatsoever. All right. I don't think I have anything else for anything. So, like, I'm going to log off. And you guys shoot me any questions, shoot me any DMs, whatever you want to call them, my way. And I'll be happy to answer them. And also, give me some feedback on how well the audio and video came through on your end. That's very important to me. How's that? Oh, I thought there was a broken thing on my screen.
Line, width.
Cool. Someone said,
1 is fine for this, and color equals yellow. And you can do any color you want. So what I'm going to do to make sure that this is done, that I did everything correctly, is I'm going to click Add to Chart. And notice we haven't named this yet. So we add it to the chart, and even though we haven't named it, we can click less than. And we're not going to use a bracket one here because we want the current bar. So the first bar that is gray, which is the opposite of this code. So again, instead of greater than or equal to, we're doing less than. So let's close this out. And the first one right here, again, is...
yeah, again, I don't have any questions, so if anyone had any, just shoot me some questions. I'll hop back on because there's a little delay, I noticed. in my what I'm saying in my the actual video. Again, cheers, much love, much love. Yeah, 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 man. Satoshi out.